Hello everyone, welcome to CFC Fan TV. My name is Sophie and this is Rory. For those of you that don't know us, although I'm sure most of you are returning subscribers, so do us a favour guys, if you do like this video, please click the subscribe button. We'd love to see more of you. Me and Rory today we're not really arguing about this, I think it's just it's a subject that needs to be discussed, and that is the wonderful player, is it wonderful?
Yeah.
The wonderful player that is Bakayoko. Fans, do you know what I want to say about this? Me and Rory, me and Charlie used to do, well, we still do, we do Backpage Blues, but back in the day when we first started this channel, we used to do Backpage Blues, and this was all the talk about, you know, fans constantly asking, is Bakayoko coming to Chelsea? Is he coming to Chelsea? When is he coming? Do you want him to come to the club? And there was so much hype about it, and when we got him, everyone was absolutely thrilled that we'd finally made a good signing, and I can't think of one person one fan that wasn't excited to have him on board. And that sort of I would say the last I remember of any goodness would have been the Atletico Madrid away game, and then after that when we had that great song and I put out a video and it went all over Sky Sports and all that, and then the comments went from here slowly downwards, and that is because his form has not been what's been expected of him, or you know, I don't know how to put it really, but I would say, should I give my
yeah, why not?
I think he came into a team where Antonio Conte used him as the signing, well, you know, he had to use him. That's what he was there for, didn't he? To come in the middle.
We also had a bit of an injury crisis early on in the season.
Exactly, so he was the only person he could really put in that position, and that's where he went. I think Bakayoko is a fantastic player. I think, to me, it doesn't look as if he specifically knows what his role is, and it's not like he had time to ease in and have a few minutes here and there. He was basically thrown in at the deep end, and in the Premier League, I don't think there are many players that can't handle the pressure, especially playing for Chelsea FC.
Yeah, I mean, I think the question that we've asked is, will Bakayoko come good?
Yeah, will he?
And it's very hard to say. I mean, we don't have a definitive answer to that. But what we do have is proof that it's very difficult to come into this league, and a poor first season doesn't necessarily result in a poor career.
Under a very, what's the word, irritated manager.
He came in, you know, let's see it from his point of view. He came into a brand new league, in a brand new country, learning a brand new language, playing with a completely different set of teammates, under a manager that had a different system in mind, often playing in a midfield that isn't always blessed. Of course, he's fortunate enough to play alongside the greatest midfielder in the game at the moment in Kante, but equally there have been other occasions where he's been lumbered with Fabregas, and their games don't contribute and necessarily complement each other particularly well. So I think that he needs another year is my take on it.
I agree with that.
I think that he needs another year, and I think he needs support, and I think the fact that his name has been teamed up with ridicule amongst Chelsea supporters, and you know, people booing him, people doing massive cheers when he's substituted, people putting that footage on the internet and laughing at him.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah, that's not the behaviour that I really empathise with or think is a Chelsea.
And
the
also,
way Chelsea fan behaves.
Despite that, you know, he still tweets out. I know a lot of the players do, but like, when he's dyed his hair blue. I mean, just you know, he does a lot of like funny gestures and you know, tweets saying, "Yeah, come on, Blues." Like, I think he is committed to the team 100%. And when we had that song for him, he even retweeted it, didn't it, from our channel? Yeah. And I think he does really appreciate it. But I think we've just got to give this one. It's like, do you know who I won't compare it to him, but the last I can remember of something like this was for me anyway, Ramirez. It took him, I don't know if people remember.
I love that man.
Yeah, I absolutely love him as well. Please come back. Yeah. It took him a long time, and I think it was Dan I was sitting next to, it was somebody, and they said, oh, I don't know, he's had quite a lot of time now, and he had. It took him a while to settle into the team, and he went on to become, you know, he's
a cult hero.
Yeah, I mean, 100%, and I'd have him back any day. So I wouldn't rule Bakayoko out first, because, you know, in that first part of the season when he was playing well, you can see glimmers of what he can do.
Yeah, and I think it's very important to remember that he was part of an incredibly exciting Monaco team, playing central midfield for them, and they were a very fluent team who were full of attacking prowess, and he was the man in the middle, making sure that everything stayed as solid as it needed to.
Yeah.
So the bloke isn't, like, people are disregarding him, and I don't think it's right, and they're treating him as if he's a mug, and he's not a mug.
Was he involved in the second goal against Atletico Madrid away? I think he was. I think it was a flick, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was weirdly that goal. My overriding memory of that goal before we celebrated was Marcos Alonso ending up on the right wing and crossing it in. I've got no idea why our left back is a right wing, but I'm all for it. Let's say it was brilliant.
But it was good that I'm pretty sure it was flick from Bakayoko. I think I just thought, you know, he's when we got ourselves into a good form, you know, everyone collectively together, it seemed to be going well. When the rest of the team's fallen apart, that's when I feel like he hasn't really been able to make any impact and make anything any better.
Well, actually, you've hit on a really good point there, actually. So that's a point that we didn't mention, and it definitely needs to be referenced. Yes, he's been playing badly, but he's been playing badly in a team that's been playing badly.
Yeah,
so it's not easy for a new player who's new on the scene is going to be a shining light when everything around him's crumbling. It's very difficult. Like the walls are crumbling in, as if he's going to be the man to, like, he's brand new. He doesn't speak the language.
You know, I think if you're gonna talk about this season and good players, the only two for me really that have been standout good this season would have been Kante and Dave. There's no others that I can really think of that are in major contention for that over. Well, 8 out of 10.
I think Kante is definitely the shout. I think Azpilicueta, as good as he's been, I don't think he's been as good this season as he's been previously. I think he's actually had a bit of a shoddy season for his own.
No, I don't think anybody has. But I think if you're going to put, you know, I can't think of any others.
Do you want to see me get loads of stick? Do you want me to say something now that's going to result? I think Williams had a very good season.
Do you?
I like
that's to shout, yeah.
No, that is going to get. Do you know how much stick I'm about to get?
No, I mean, you know, shout William in there. But, you know, listen, I think the hate that Bakayoko.
Who do you say, Alonso?
I think Alonso's had a good.
Mate, you're going to get the grief.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, please, yeah. No, but you know what? I do find it funny how Bakayoko has got. For me, when people speak about Bakayoko, they speak about him worse than Morata. And let's look at. Morata's job, realistically, is to score goals. And I mean, I think for me, he's been the underachiever of the season in our team. But a lot of you guys and a lot of fans I speak to would be saying Bakayoko like 100%. And I'm like, what?
Do you know what, Sophie? We went to the streets the other night in Brixton, and I was sitting around a table beforehand with 5 Chelsea fans, and we were talking about the season, where it went wrong, and we were talking about the signings. And 5 different Chelsea fans, we played a game. Who's the worst signing? Out of 5 of us, we all said a different person.
Oh,
that's how bad. Yeah, that's how.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So I think to sort of put all the blame on him as to why he hasn't been good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is very, very bizarre. And I think if you look at that Atletico Madrid game, which is some of the way, and maybe it's different because we were both there and you can see it in a different light, but it's some of the best football I've ever seen us play, especially away in Europe. I mean, I travel to Europe all the time, and for Chelsea, and I have seen some very bad performances. And whenever we go on a Euro away, it either results in a loss or a draw. So the fact that we actually won that game against a very good team was crazy, and Bakayoko was instrumental in that. So I don't feel as if we can really say he's been a terrible player, because when he's been bad, there's about 4 or 5, 6, 7 others that I could also say are equally absolutely terrible.
I completely agree. When he's had a bad performance, and people love to like make these memes on Twitter, they're Chelsea fans, but they love to like make these little things about Chelsea players doing terrible things. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Call themselves Chelsea fans, but then like hate Chelsea players. But when that happens and they really target Bakayoko, I wonder what Zappa Costa was up to that day. I wonder what Danny Drinkwater was doing that day. I wonder what Alvaro Morata was doing that day.
Yeah.
You know, so...
Exactly. Well, guys, comment below. Do you think Bakayoko is... Well, how can I describe it? Do you think
yes or no? Will Bakayoko come good?
Yeah, will he come good? I'm going to say yes. What are you going to say?
Yes.
Yeah, we're both going to go with yes. Cue the hate comments below. But yes, guys, comment below. Do you think Bakayoko will come good? Or do you want him to leave? I hope that you don't want him to leave, because I think we do need to give him a little bit more time. And like I said at the start of this video, if you like these types of videos so we can monitor it, please click the subscribe button and comment below and let us know what we can... Well, what do they want to see?
Absolutely.
Yeah, if there's any topic you want us to discuss, please let us know, and we will see you all very super soon. Go on, you blues. Stop it.